Hey everybody, it's Party Elite. Welcome you back to another episode of our Planet Zoo franchise mode Let's Play, where we're diving right back into Elite Zoo North with a lot of fun new stuff to look at. So let's hit that resume button, and as we dive in, folks, just want to mention a couple of things. First things first, if you've been enjoying this series and you'd like to see it continue, as I always say, please don't hesitate to let me know by leaving a like and a comment down below. It makes such a big difference in how I approach content on the channel, and I greatly appreciate it, and I love reading through the comments as well, as I've said countless times. On top of that, just want to mention really quickly, you may have missed it because it was a little off schedule as far as my typical programming is concerned, but just to make sure that we don't make the polar bear mistake, I'm going to dub it the polar bear mistake. Perhaps the polar bear mafia mistake. The polar bear pause because it slowed us down. Anyway, sorry, hold on. Let's stay focused here. Just to ensure that we don't recreate the major issues that we had with the polar bears, where we kind of distracted ourselves, tried to work on the Arctic DLC, and rushed it, and as a result of that, we started suffering some major losses. I actually put out a separate video for the new DLC, the South America Pack DLC that just came out. So again, that video went out separate to the schedule of this Let's Play, so some of you might have missed it, especially YouTube's been pretty bad with sending out notifications lately. So if you didn't see it, do check it out. It was, it's a long video, and it was a lot of time put in and time and effort put into, I never like highlighting the time and effort I put into stuff. It always feels a little awkward, but it was a lot of time and effort. It was an all-nighter to get that done. Got 3 enclosures, got all the animals into their enclosures. We see the babies run around, baby llamas, baby jaguars, baby anteaters, baby capuchin monkeys. We see some of their animations in action. And yeah, we build them, enclosures, and we look at their information as well. So if you haven't seen that video and you're curious about the DLC, or just want to watch me do some more builds in Planet Zoo, I'll leave a link to that in the comment down below. It'll be the pinned comment, and you can check it out and let me know what you think over there. Just thought I'd mention that really quickly because I'm excited to share. We did a lot of fun work in that one, I think, and again, it was just as a way to make sure that I don't get distracted and all of a sudden abandon what we're working on and focus on South America, and the next thing you know, I've gone into bankruptcy again, right? So I thought that was a nice way to still cover the DLC without hurting our franchise. Now, a little bit of an update on that note. With regards to the placement of South America, many of you rightfully pointed out that it would be nice to include the Galapagos tortoises in that conversation. Now, we've got the tapir here, the Galapagos tortoises over here. I wonder if South America ends up taking this spot, and Africa is through this set of trees and takes up this spot, because Africa will take a lot of space. Africa has a lot of animals dedicated to it, a lot that need a lot of space as well, as y'all pointed out rightfully in the comments. So I'm thinking that maybe South America takes up this corner over here, and Africa pushes out over here. So a little bit of a change to our plans from that we discussed last session. Apart from that, I've seen many requests to add that last Australian exhibit animal to our little corner over here, or perhaps on the bridge. I'm thinking about it. I'm a little saddened by how neglected some of these animals are back over here, just because it's on the far corner of the zoo. Now, it might just be that we can't see all the guests. They have started coming through it a bit more, a bit more often, I should say. Actually, this is maybe the most crowded we've seen this spot. And it's quite possible, I'm going to take a bit of a risk over here, folks. It's quite possible that if we take a look at settings and we change the number of guests that we can see to, let's say 8K, right? I want to see if this will actually slow us down, or if we'll be fine, if it'll hurt the frame rate some more. Because I think most of the frame rate issues only come when we're looking at all the pieces, not the people. So it's very likely, that we actually have more crowds over here than it looks like. Once I see what the crowd is like through this area, I might consider putting that one last exhibit animal down over here. The other reason I kind of have it saved in my back pocket is because I would like to, hopefully, if we eventually see an Oceania DLC or an Australia DLC or whatever, what have you, I'd like to, have a dedicated space for them. So I would like to save some exhibit animals for them as well. Anyway, enough of an introduction. I'm glad to see y'all do like partaking in the planning process, though. I did ask that question out last session, and most of you, if not all of you, said, yeah, it's great, so I will keep that in mind. But planning aside, there's a lot of doing to be had today as well. Where do we even begin? So first of all, I have a lot, and I mean a lot, of excellent name suggestions up over here. First thing I'm going to do this session is potentially break some of your hearts, and I apologize for this, but I actually have not seen Kung Fu Panda. It was always one of those things that I wanted to check out, but never really got around to it, and then it became too old, and I never followed through and chased after it. So I haven't seen Kung Fu Panda, so I see all your name suggestions that have to do with Kung Fu Panda, and I go, I see where you're coming from, but I don't understand it. So apparently many of you referenced some rivalry in the movie between you red pandas and pandas as well. Right over my head. However, I did get a nice suggestion, which was something I was thinking of, and then I felt like maybe it wasn't going to work. But, you know, it working isn't really the point here. We're going to have 2 donation bins. Let's move the trash bin over to there. Let's actually get another one perhaps over to here. We're going to have 2 donation bins, one for the pandas and one for the red pandas. And you know what? It's probably wiser to put them a little bit further apart, so we'll put them next to the animal's back. Now let's theme this differently, of course. Get that white to being a bit of a deep orange. That's a pretty close match, actually, I would say. I'm comfy with that. The black, though, should also be more of a brown. All right, let's get that brown in there. Even though it's like imperceptible, we know it's brown and red. But yeah, so you know, all the Kung Fu Panda references are lost on me. But that doesn't mean those names are out of the running or anything. I just thought it was funny, and I thought I should mention it. But apart from that, I also got some good name suggestions for, of course, the enclosure and the food stalls and stuff inside. I'm not done picking names. So apart from some of the food stalls, I'm still taking name suggestions. I've set aside the ones that I liked, and there's too many of them, so I still haven't decided. Unfortunately, we actually have already named all of these food stalls, so the new name suggestions I got, as much as I like them, we'll have to put them down somewhere else. Now, we will be having the Formosan bear over here, and the Japanese macaque probably up over here as well. That is one of the animals included here, right? Japanese macaque, yes. So we'll be getting them as well. So maybe some of those names, I feel like there's a touch of overlap potential looking at the suggestions I've written down. But back on topic. That's that taken care of for now. Oh, no, you know, it's not. So I'm going to apologize right off the bat as well. I'm going to have a bit of a slightly haphazard, like mentally haphazard day, as far as my as this session is concerned, because I pulled 2 late nights in a row. Trying to find like the best way to put it, but yeah, I've had a couple of late nights in a row, and I'm definitely feeling it, and I hope that doesn't result in a shorter episode or anything like that. I'm trying to prevent that from happening for sure. It might happen, but I still intend to do some management stuff to kick us off, and then a beauty pass as well, on the like in the China area, or rather I should say in the East Asia area, and I'm still aiming for our regular length of programming, if you will. But I just wanted to mention that I might seem a little spacey every once in a while, just because I'm tired. I'm tired. But I should be fine. We should be fine. We should be fine. With that said as well, as I apologize for that, I should make note that, no, please don't make a drinking game out of me apologizing. That is a dangerous thing to do. Unless you're drinking shots of orange juice or perhaps water, don't do it. Don't do it. All right, so we've got one over here, and let's get another one over here. I'm actually really excited to see this in action. I think I'm going to spend some time today as well seeing the red pandas in action, and just seeing if how and if they interact with the space we've built for them. I think it's quite a nice playground, and I think I'm quite happy with the story, and many of you really liked it as well. And I think, yes, I think we will rank up the rivalry on the giant panda side as well, which will probably be a part of today's beauty pass. Is adding some more stuff to the panda enclosure, because I do believe they like climbing. They are bears. Bears typically enjoy a good climb, right? So I think I will. Let me actually check over here. If I check on the pandas, and we look at their Zoopedia. Sorry, no, I can even look over here. Yeah, they don't have a requirement as the thing, but they would probably still enjoy climbing. Let's try it. We'll try it, right? But that's for the time lapse. I do want to do. Buddy is still staring at the wall over here. Still staring at the wall. All right, listen. If you're going to stare at the wall, then we at least give you something to stare at. There we go. Give him a little wide screen TV over here. Yeah, there we go. Or just a painting. Maybe it's just a painting. We can... widescreen TV. Let's go ahead and see. Where's our East Asia theme? There it is. I know we have some items over here. Like, if he's going to be looking at something, right? Nothing that fits this aspect ratio. Maybe it's a pretty fan. Ooh, there we go. There we go. All right, cool. And align to surface. Okay. Okay, there we go. That, you know what? I'll take it. Let's shift this over a little bit. We will forever remember this this spot where 5 just stared into the painting of I don't know, whoever they're fighting for, you know, family back home and stuff. We will be renaming 5 as well, by the way. I saw some good name suggestions, some that appeal to my Total War 3 Kingdoms Let's Play as well. So well played on those suggestions. I will apply that shortly. And one more thing I want to touch on with the red pandas actually is that apparently they are able to, yes, traverse this now. Now, some of y'all pointed out that it was an update that allowed them to climb onto these surfaces. It looks like they're not able to climb across this, though. That's a bit of an unfortunate circumstance. This used to be climbable. Let's try unpausing for a quick moment here and seeing how they behave. I'll have to hopefully get her... Amaruk's about to die of old age. We just we just cycled you into alpha status. Oh, this is it, eh? Oh, there we go. There we go. There's the update. I was like, where's the update? Yeah, so the latest update to the game, the latest, like, patch or whatever, made the ropes climbable. So they didn't used to be, and now they are, and that's wonderful. This, I don't know why this is considered as regularly traversable, but that's cool. I'm definitely interested in seeing the rope bridge get used. That's wonderful. So thanks for pointing that out in the comments, and I'm glad that the devs did that because it makes sense. It makes sense that that should be climbable. Now let's watch Amaruk pass away over here, unfortunate as it is. Oh, look at that. Look at the pack march together to say goodbye. It is always sad. It is always sad. But I want to be there for him, you know? All right, Amaruk, let's call a vet. Timbull is about to inbreed. That is a no. That is a hard no, please. We'll need to do a little bit of managing over here. Oh, Benaim is the alpha now. What happened to Searless? Did Searless pass away and I just didn't notice the notification? There's been so much going on these last couple of sessions. And you can see also there's so much more detail with all of these. Like if I can I minimize these animals? Oh, nice. They've redone. Oh, that's a bit of a bug. Unless I can... Oh, weird. The image doesn't update. Fair enough, but the information does. Fair enough, fair enough. A bug worth reporting, perhaps. Yeah, this is really nice. This is a really nice update. So this is another thing I was maybe trying to touch on earlier, is that I would like to take a look at some of these things that have resulted from the update. There's Searless. You're seriously not the alpha anymore? Buddy. You lose one fight, you get replaced? That's not happening. That's not happening at all. Benaim. Seems we must get rid of you. His genetics are all right. And if we actually, on the topic of genetics... Oh, lifetime stats. Okay, some more details over here. This is all old, but I believe... Where is... I did it in my other video as well. Oh yeah, there we go. It's in the stud book. We can see their genetic identity. We can see where some of this information comes from, and more detail about their, just a more nicely presented screen about their detail, their siblings, their parents, their genetics. I just think it's neat. It's a nice addition. But unfortunately, Benaim, we're going to take you to the trade center, because Searless must remain the alpha with his superior genetics. All right. Is that done? Any alerts over here? Let's go ahead and say hello to some people and then get into some management. All right. Feeling, all right, we got this, we got this. Maroon 5 is visiting again. Always cool to have, you know, band come through. You'd expect them to bring a bigger crowd with them. But some, let's see, red panda stuff has been done. The sun looks like it's setting. Still bright enough. Taking a look at my second screen to see the brightness. Yeah, still bright enough, so fine. Let's keep the management up. We've done a couple of donation bins over here. We've got the education screens up. The pangolin might go over here or be attached to both. I'm not quite sure about that. Might even put them up over there. Still not sure about the pangolin. Let me know what your thoughts are. Now, down over here, there are some issues with the snow leopards, potentially. Where is our snow leopard female? Where are you? Is that, no, that's Arban. There might be a fertility issue, some of y'all pointed out in the comments, and so I just want to check on that really quickly. Playing Spot the Leopard over here. Where are you? Come on now. There you are. Wait, no, that's, yeah, that is you. What's your fertility like? It's low, but it's not infertile. If we compare mates with Arban, yeah. Chance of successful conception, 80%. Okay, cool. Actually tells you. Yeah, these genes are fine. Fertility, it's funny, it's red here, but it's yellow here. But yeah, so this should be okay. So thanks for getting me to double check. It is always good to err on the side of caution, obviously, with things like, you know, no fertility and the inability to breed. But apart from that, there's also the other problem of our work zone. Seems as though we might, I shouldn't have clicked on this one. I just found East Asia. Yeah, there is a red one. Oh, right, it's the pip shot water we added up over here. Let's go ahead and get you into the work zone as well. Good spot, y'all. Thank you very much. And it seems we have this ATM that needs to be assigned as well. All right, there we go. All good, perfect, beautiful. And apart from that, another thing that was pointed out is that apparently, if I take a look at education, there is an issue over here. What's the issue over here? Are you not able to get power? Is that it? No power. Okay. Now, the power might actually be as a result of this needing repairs, perhaps? Yes. Call the mechanic up here. But I thought there was some overlap that was pointed out as well, though I can't see it right now. Where are we? I wish it had... There we go. That's pretty big. I should have spotted that. I was going to say, sometimes there's a really minor overlap, and I do wish there was like a small icon or something that popped up to point it out. Now, where do we want to make it smaller? On this side, I think. A bit smaller on this side. Right, set it down to 7, and then set you down a little bit as well. It is covering 2 screens, so I didn't want to set this one down by too much, but... Or is the other screen still inside? Yeah, it is. Okay. So then let's drop you a little bit more. Or... It's by the pillar, so this doesn't actually matter. But let's just nudge it forward ever so slightly, and that should... Almost does the trick. Fine. Let's drop you down by another step. Good enough, good enough. All right, cool. So that's all the education boards over here taken care of. Again, all because y'all are pointing out the issues in the comments. It is really helpful. Over here, I assume this is a no power issue as well. Let's just double check. Yep, no power. Who's supposed to be supplying you with the power? One of these solar panels. Both of these solar panels, maybe even. Yeah. Oh, that's the one that the mechanic's coming to. I disoriented myself there. All right. Let's also take a look at getting ourselves a new female elephant, because if we look right now at the enclosure, we do have a couple, but we could hopefully get a really high quality female elephant. We've got 7 females. Alia is pregnant, expecting offspring. They're like decent genes. Pushy is also, I think, just actually pretty poor genes. So that's why I'm still on the market for another female Indian elephant, because it'd be nice to get some better genes in here, right? Where are we? What am I looking for? Looking for the Indian elephant. There we go. Anybody with really good genes. And I'm willing to spend a little bit of money on it. Needs to be a female, though. Syra is okay. 2100. Not too shabby. Go ahead and compare you to Oddvik. And those are pretty good results, potentially. Sure, let's get Syra in here. The immunity is really low. That worries me, but let's go ahead and get Syra in here. Probably the best one we've adopted, and I think that's enough females for now. In fact, I might have overdone it. I hope that's not too many. Should have checked. I also didn't check her age. Falling back into old, bad habits. That's what happens when I have too much conservation credits and too much money. The bad habits come back to life. Let's just quickly check, though. Let's quickly check. Where is it? Sorry. Well, okay. Let's check on Zoopedia first. We need 3 to 30. Okay. Up to 29 females. All right. I don't need to double check how many females we have in the enclosure. We're nowhere near 29. We're more than fine. Fair enough. So that's that taken care of. But on the topic of females, the giant panda might actually need some more females. We have, so Lien would be inbreeding, right? With, Bengi. Wait, he's infertile? Hang on. Hang on, then. Where are you, buddy? Where are you? Oh, wow, yeah, I guess he is. Well, that's not good. Alright, I guess we should rehome him, then. And get a new male. Unfortunately, our females are getting a little bit on the old side as well. Ying Tai is pretty old, so she's still able to have kids. Lian will no longer be an issue because the inbreeding situation is obviously gone. All right, fair enough. A new male instead of a new female. Go ahead and rehome you, buddy. It'll cost us a little bit of money, but that's okay. Now let's go ahead and get ourselves a new giant panda. There you are. Uncheck you. Check you. There we go. Dafe. No. Let's go with Guowei here. 8.6 years old on the youngish side. That's good. Adopt you. Not too expensive. Move you into quarantine first, of course. Bit sad having to rehome animals. We've had a death. We've had inbreeding. We've had rehoming all within the first, what, 15 to 20 minutes? Into the quarantine. There we go. Good stuff. What else have I got here? Oh, right. There was the issue of when I put down the new staff stuff over here, I forgot to unblock this. Now, while it doesn't actually matter in the game, as you can see, staff can still get through. Visually, it's obviously not appropriate, so let's go ahead and get rid of that. There was also mention of a tree blocking the path, but I don't see the tree. Oh, the tree that's inside, not blocking the path. Gotcha. Hey man, no harm in having a little bit of greenery in the in the room, right? It's like a potted plant that grew too big. All right, cool. So thank you all for pointing those things out. Definitely helps me clean things up a little bit because I do miss out on things otherwise. Adopt habitat species. Okay. Release one giant panda to the wild. Well, I couldn't send dude to the wild. Increase grizzly bear education rating to 29%. Okay, I mean, that is just a matter of adding more education boards and stuff. I'm not too enthralled by any of those situations. Let's take a look at exhibit trading really quickly. We've got a bunch of animals, I think, in our storage. Yeah, let's go ahead and... Oh, they've upped the cap as well. Now it's 50. Great. Let's go ahead and do the quick run around, though, because I do think that's essential. We haven't done it in so long. We have not done it in so long, and we have a couple of upset animals as a result. You know, let's go ahead and get rid of Antonio and Maria here. Philippe and Michaela can stay because they're younger, and we can, you know, they'll last for longer, so to speak, in more ways than one. Michaela can stay here. Pedro can stay as well. Everybody else is gone. Yeah, this will be nice. Not just for the money it'll make us, but also just to make all these animals happy again and give them some more room to chill and have fun. And we do have a new South American frog that's been added with the new DLC as well, so perhaps a reason to update the tavern. Get that frog up in here. Ooh, but he's getting old. See if you can't get a male out of him before he passes away. Down over here, how are we doing? These Titan beetles not having a good time. We should also take a look at training our staff a bit more. Make sure they're able to stay on top of things. They can keep these exhibits clean and whatnot. Okay, Michaela. Michaelas apparently tend to get pregnant very often in this zoo. Alright, there we go. Send you all away. Yeah, oh, our Goliath bird eater is all alone. Let's go ahead and get you a new one. Goliath bird eater. Oh, nice. These are also alphabetical now, because they didn't used to be, right? This is something I used to complain about a fair bit. We've got a female already. Yeah, we need a male. Let's get Jose up in the house. There we go. Lemon's poison frog. Way too many. They still need a bit of a crowd, but I think 4 is enough. Yeah. There we go. That's good for these guys. Now let's not forget, of course, our OG cavern over here. Empty this out a little bit. Yeah, spider warning, by the way. There will be spiders on screen for a little bit. You're fine over here. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Oh no. Oh man, Gregory, my bad. Oh no, they actually think who popped my balloon. Why did I have to check how he was feeling? Now I just feel horrible. Oh my god. That was a misclick. Oh no. I have to try and wipe that from my memory. Man, I feel really bad. What about our Gila monsters? I feel like a monster. There we go. That's all that taken care of. And of course, we have our forest scorpion as well, up in Bagraba. There we go. I used to forget them, not so much anymore. Seems we have a pregnancy over here as well. I hear Vansha translates to Michaela when you, transfer it over into an English word. Who else do we have? Right. Down in this corner. You. We should... Oh, we actually cleaned them up last session, didn't we? I think we did. Yeah, we did. So they're good. Tempest is a little bit on the old side, but maybe they'll still produce some progeny, as it were. Let's go ahead and trade out everything that's in storage. 73. Still more than we could handle. 30k made, easy money. Let's go ahead and unpause for a little bit and just see how the zoo progresses. Let's see how people enjoy, hopefully, the red pandas, right? I would really like to see a bit of a crowd come up over here. I'd like to see the pandas generate a bit of a crowd. And of course, with our beauty pass, we're going to make all this look a lot nicer. We're going to finish this building as well and potentially do some more work around the area too. Animal died. Who died? Amaruk. Yes, vet's en route. All right. Michaela's had her offspring. Good for you. Let's see. What's the deal over here? Kushi is expecting offspring. We're going to have a lot of baby elephants. I can't wait. That entire area, the Ivory Palace, is going to be very, very full. Okay, now Kashfi is expecting offspring. After those babies, we're going to go ahead... Well, we can get the contraceptives going right now, as I was informed in the comments previously that contraceptives do not stop the current pregnancy. So previously, I did hesitate because I'm not a biologist, right? I didn't know if putting an animal on contraceptives retroactively affects... I didn't know, rather, which part of the process a contraceptive can have an effect on. Obviously, there's the obvious part of it, quote-unquote obvious part of it, where it's like the ovulation and whatnot, but I didn't know if the hormonal shifts and stuff would affect the gestation of a new baby. Now, this was me thinking well beyond what a video game is likely to think, but it was more me just wondering about the comfort level of an animal on contraceptives. But I was informed in the comments that an existing pregnancy would not be in any way affected. So that's good to know. Hang on, now we've got 2 pregnant females. Was I seeing that right? We do. I was looking elsewhere previously. Anyway, we've got a lot of pregnant females. We're gonna have so many Gariel. Okay, so that's that, and also, the topic of so many of an animal, we need to go ahead and get some view on contraceptives. Sure, Philippe, I picked you first, so you get to have the contraceptives here. Yes, that'll do the trick. It is really crowded over here. Now, again, we did increase the number of guests we can see, so it's going to seem a lot more crowded now as well. But I keep forgetting how popular the tortoises are. Quarantine passed. Cool. So, Syra, let's move you first. Where are we? That's the Gariel. There we go. Down here. Down Here, into the ivory palace you go. Okay. And go away. Time for you to go away into... Where are we? There we are. Habitat 11. Yet unnamed. Yet unnamed. Only because I haven't been able to pick one yet. Chipauha is about to have offspring as well. Good for you. Now, what's it like over here? Are we seeing any more crowds coming through? These guys are waiting to leave. Maybe if I add some more heaters and make this, in general, a more comfortable space to walk through. Because people are going up. Oh, people are going down here as well, of course. You have a little hideaway. And I did rename the enclosure, by the way. I just did it during the time-lapse. Because I remembered and I didn't want to forget. So it has been renamed. Also, wow, we can hear the elephants all the way out over here. You down over there. Warmish up over here. Not warm enough over here, though. Actually, the red pandas are probably not enjoying the temperature they have right now. Take a look at that. Are you still staring at the wall? No, you're not. Good. Where are our red pandas? Oh, there's one. How are you feeling? Still happy, but let's check their temperature requirements. 0 to 29. Okay. Try and maintain that, shall we? I think these heaters are set to 30. Yeah. Duplicate you. Let's put you down over here. Another one down over here, potentially. Pretty hot over here, actually. Another matured flamingo. This is pretty comfortable looking. And it seems as though we have accomplished one of our tasks. Adopt habitat species. Fantastic. Oh, habitat, not exhibit. Right. I really want to see our pandas play. Now, actually, one other thing that was pointed out to me was that potentially they cannot reach up over here. That's too bad, but should be pretty easily solved. All I think I have to do is get a pole that is designated for climbing. Get one of these, right? And just put this down over here. Let's do that. And let's also get it up over here. Okay, that might do the trick. Really want to see them running around. And let's go ahead and get rid of the stats up over here. At least there's a name to this one, but let's get rid of the stats that are listed. All right. Let the traversable area update, hopefully. Surely you can... No? Still no? Let's see, what if I do this? So cute. I love when they stand. Oh yeah, okay, so it was fine. Let's get rid of that again. There we go, there we go. Perfect. And what about up over here? No, no luck over here. Might be a little too tucked in. Pull you out a bit. It always takes a moment to update. There we go, beautiful. So now they have access to everything here, and I really want to catch them playing on the trebuchet. Honestly, my day will be so made if I catch them on the trebuchet. More vet research complete. Do I have anyone? I believe I have someone researching the red pandas, right? Let's just double check though. I do not. Glad I checked. Red panda, where are you? I thought I did. I thought I sent, Yeah, platinum is. Yeah. I vaguely remember doing that. New guy, our Bactrian camel has matured. A couple thirsty animals. We'll go have a drink. There's water right here. And you are able to even swim in it, so you can definitely drink from it. Hasn't been a problem before. And Jay Chandra seems to be having some trouble getting water as well. Gotta go across. All you gotta do, buddy. I think he's doing that right now. Come on, you know where the water is. I also need to keep an eye out to see if they'll ever play with the keyboard out there. That's another thing I really want to see happen. Yeah, I think he's almost definitely headed towards the water. Though it's raining, so right now you could be really lazy about it and just look up and open your mouth. Can you imagine being down there right now, seeing this glorious beast walking by over your head? Man. Really happy that we went over the top with the orangutan. A lot of thirsty animals. Seems as though the adults have started really using the space as well, so that's good. They're not afraid to wander. So hopefully they don't forget to, you know, take care of their regular bodily needs. Not seeing too many donations over here, but I think it's because the crowds aren't coming through here. I don't think the elephants are in quote-unquote trouble, so to speak. Pretty sure we're still seeing money off of them. I might want to bring this over. We have a huge blank spot over here. Wonder why that is. Need to keep an eye out for the overlaps, of course. Get you over here. There we go. Get over that way. It's like centered-ish. Not good enough. That's actually good. Cool. Let's do that. Oh, is there no power here? No power here, and there would be overlap. Lots of overlap. I guess that's why we put it on this side. Fair enough. And do we have a donation bin over here? We do not. Let's get this one down over here. Another one down over there. See if that does the trick. I expect these elephants to make us a bit of money. Now again, it's a really big enclosure. So we might need a bit of a bigger crowd before they start generating that kind of money again. And I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. A little bit of patience will go a long way, right? This rain is really coming down hard. Oh, there's an inspector here. Oof. I think everything's fine, unless Jay Chandra, like, just refuses to drink water. I think he had his water and he's headed back. Looks like it. By the way, or she. I see the name Jay Chandra and I think he all the time. I'm so used to it being in my head a male's name. By the way, this was, just for those of you that don't know, you can actually check out the, inspector. One of you reached out to me on Twitter, like, oh, did you know you can see the inspector? Yeah, you can see the inspector going through, taking notes and stuff. It's pretty cool. They're an actual entity actually walking through your park. So, you know, you can buy yourself time. You can see where they're going in case you're about to get a spot fine or anything like that. Yep. It's pretty cool. It is pretty cool. And by the way, if y'all don't follow me on Twitter, link in the description down below. You can stay up to date with, you know, things that might need to change or updates to schedule or issues or problems or any such things. Have we not put a feeding? Oh, no, there we go. Well, I don't have a regular food tray. I should probably put one of those down as well. Red panda. Feeding platform. Pop it down over there. Good stuff. Hungry and thirsty. Are you not able to... I was just being teleported, I guess. Let's put down a regular water pipe over here. Because they're not able to swim, so maybe they're not able to drink from the water either. Just a small... Or actually, let's get the water pipe. Yeah, the red pandas are thirsty. Very thirsty. Let's follow them for a moment here. It was nice when you add a new animal to just kind of keep an eye on it a bit. And hear them, I don't know. What's the sound they make? Squee. Squee is how I would describe it. Cows go moo, red pandas go squee. Oh, that's so cute. Thoroughly entertained. Yeah, I guess they can't access the water in the like in this area at all. I would have assumed they could, but no, I guess they can't quite get to it. Wonder if I smooth this out a bit, then what happens? Pull this up a touch. Producer intensity. There we go. Oh, it's gonna be one of those cases of not being able to redo the water. All right, well in that case, you know what? I'm fine the way it was. I'm not about to go through all that pain for something we can solve like this. Come on now, there we go. So maybe we can move this to a different location. It's a pretty, like, tightly packed area. We could put the water pipe up top over here. So they're more likely to move up over here. But they've got their enrichment up here. They've got bedding up here, so they have reason enough to go up there already. Oh, come on, climb the rope. Climb the rope, go. One can dream. One can dream. Satisfy the red panda climbable area requirement. Done. First time I've seen something like that come through. Just taking a nap out in the snow. Just taking a nap out in the snow. I mean, you do you. More vet research complete. Red panda stuff, perhaps. I want to see if I can't get them some fun toys of their own. The rhinos instead. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Not a problem. This tubby. Just eating away. Such a cutie. Just a poof. They are adorable. Honestly, when I first learned about red pandas, I was immediately obsessed. I mean, look at this. Who wouldn't be? Are you climbing that tree? Yes. The tree seems to be the preferred way up. Fair enough. I'm not going to complain about that. And then a little hover jump. Okay, cool. What are you up to? Now, can they use the stairs, actually? That's another question that came up. Can they use the stairs? Yes, they can. Ah. To a degree. Okay. What's the issue here? If that solves that problem. Yeah, they definitely prefer using the tree to get up here. Which is good, but also unfortunate in some way. You made them so many toys to use, and they don't use them. Oh, you know what? I think the tree's maybe blocking the stairs. So what we can do is we can adjust the tree over ever so slightly. They'll still be able to use it to climb. Again, it's their preferred way to climb, right? So I don't want to take that away from them. Our polar bear is about to mature. Wow. There we go. Yeah, so it was the tree, I think. This is still a problem. The steps should be fine. See if we can't add another one here, maybe. Slightly irregular construction, but hey, it's, you know, supposed to be a reference to historical building. Though I think historically the steps are typically a lot steeper. That's inside a castle, usually. Let's give it a second to update. I might have broken it even more, or it's just not updated yet. Come on now. This is a big concern because I want to make sure that our keepers are able to come up over here. If the keepers can't come up here, that's a problem. If we get rid of that, then what happens? Nothing. If we get rid of, or if we shift that. Is it maybe the tree again? Might be. Shift you over, but also in. And the stone, when it's rained on, looks so good. Okay, better. Still have this gap over here. Don't know if that's the tree's doing. One way to find out, obviously. Whoa. Not bad. Send you over a bit more. Are they going to teleport you away? No, you're fine. Okay, good. That's even worse now. What is going on? That's so strange. Like it has a mind of its own. Should be fine. I mean, maybe it's this thing. Try that. Let's add another step here. That might be what does the trick. While we're at it, let's close this gap down here as well. Alright, how about now? Seriously? Don't see what the issue would be here. Alright, try this. Did I seriously just miss you climbing up the rope? So the tree seems to be a big part of it. No, this doesn't make any sense. This doesn't make any sense. I'm hoping that our keepers can still come up here. I have no idea how to double check. Rather than just keep an eye on it and make sure they're here to vacuum up the poop when it comes. How much more time am I going to spend on this thing? Alright, so this connection has worked. It's got to be something with the gaps in the steps. Like not being enough or whatever. Or maybe there are too many steps here. And so it's seeing it as like an angle that it can't reverse. Okay, hang on. Hang on. No. Stop this. Done. Dangerous animal has escaped. Red pandas are hardly dangerous. How have you escaped? They have not escaped. Look at that. So cute, standing guard. You gonna use the tree, or are you just kind of chilling up there? It's hopped up there instead. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, see, okay, so this doesn't solve the problem, obviously. What if it is the other way around? All these thirsty animals, what's wrong with you? And Ratina has low welfare as well. Alright, let's take a look at this. This is a problem. What's your issue? Hydration. I feel like I'm gonna add a water pipe for her. Probably not a bad idea. Because they don't like swimming. And I think that's why maybe they avoid the little pond I made for them. So just put that down there and they can drink there. That's becoming a problem. All of our elephants are thirsty. Don't put your trunk in your poop. Where animals very dehydrated. Okay, what's going on here? They are able to traverse through the water. Nothing's changed there. I wonder if this has got something to do with the latest update. Let me know if any of y'all are seeing any thirst issues. We've never had this with the elephants. You guys are stressed. That's to be expected. You're kind of caught over here in the middle. Stop stressing him out. Gonna go have a drink. Yeah, you're having a drink right now. Okay, good. Right? Protesters have arrived. Okay, that's that solved. Are the protesters leaving already? Yeah, well, they're going to be as soon as they come in. What else is going on here? Is this still an issue? This is still an issue. Too many males in here. And these guys are thirsty too. What is happening? You, are you thirsty? No. I need to get rid of one of the males though. The new guy is our matured baby. The new guy, if you will. Neck hill. Let's go ahead and check. Where's our other? Still young. Thirsty. You. To the trade center. You. You're fine. Do I need to put water pipes down for everybody? I'm really starting to feel like I do. Okay. This is a problem. one down here. We can put another one somewhere down here, I think. Maybe in this little area here. They have no reason to come here otherwise. Oops, no, let's put it down like so. Hopefully that's a temporary solution to a temporary problem, because this is really starting to worry me. Now we're fine on these sides. Down over here, maybe. They shouldn't be fighting anymore. I don't think they still have... What are you guys up to? You should be fine now, right? I'm still so worried about these thirst levels. I don't want an animal to die because of dehydration. That would really bum me out. Okay. Got maybe these down as well over here. Where are we? Around this way. You can tell I'm concerned when I've gone like completely quiet like this. But I am. I'm very concerned. Down over here? No, that's not good. Maybe over here. What is going on? What is going on? Viraj, go drink. Go drink, man. The water pipe right there. You should come down and drink as well. I'm not seeing any of you drink. Well, the water needs to be added. Right. Not a water pipe. Don't play in the mud. I mean, it's adorable and all, but like, really concerned about their thirst levels. I guess this is how they play in the waterfall. Tigers are thirsty. Everything's thirsty. What's going on? Something's up with this update. 100%. It's gotta be, right? It can't be. This stuff was all working perfectly right up until now. Yep, drinking the water. Alright, did I put one down for the camels? Well, this episode's definitely taking a turn. I did put one down for the camels, didn't I? Yep, looks like they're drinking. Yeah, it seems like they've forgotten how to drink from bodies of water, which is a bit of a bummer considering how much I relied on that to create nice natural enclosures. Now, it's something we can fix, sure, but, you know, I'd rather not have to. The fix is to just build more of these water pipes. It seems to be all these animals specifically that are having the issue. Facilities without power. How does that make any sense? I guess this generator here needs a mechanic. Get you coming through. What have we got over here? I'm livid. I'm I'm absolutely livid. They can drink from water pipes. I put one down. They've had no issue getting to water before. It is still counted as water. They can still get in there. Look, if you're thirsty, then come here and drink. Drink. Here, another one. That one went underground. I can't believe we lost an animal to dehydration. The Himalayan brown bears are thirsty as well. Are you kidding me right now? Like, they already have so little space. Eating up more of it. Also, yes, we do have a little bit of happiness, I suppose. These little baby Himalayan brown bears. They're so cute. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna move you down over here. I'm starting to lose animals and not gonna watch that happen. I'm gonna move you over here. Shreya, I'm gonna move you. Move you over here. Okay? Avni, you're right next to it. There's not much I can do for you. Let's see if this works. Right, I'm gonna unpause. You're gonna get teleported over here. Right, there we go. Now you're dehydrated, so you should have a drink of water. Have a drink of water. Let's double check here. Rhino. Yep, they can drink through the water pipe. Let's add one of these as well, just in case. At least our tiger has drunk some water, okay. I'm gonna have to go around just cleaning up these water pipes. This is really a bit of a bummer. Let's go ahead and get Buddy coming here to clean up. How do I, where's the... Keeper's coming in every month. Oh, the keeper, there we go. Always forget what that button is. And sorry, do we still have an issue with our numbers here? I've got 2 males. No, we should be fine. Nekhil is infertile. One of them is on contraceptives. Okay. Okay. I believe it'll be inbreeding here, right? Yep. And with a new guy. I think what we'll do is we'll swap all the camels out. Get new guy back in here and get a new female. Trade center. And to the trade center with you. Okay. Take a look at our animals. Take a look at our Bactrian camel, please. Of course. So, new guy. Move you back to the outpost. And if you look at animal trading, Go ahead and get R. Now a really high quality male shows up. It's fine. It's fine. Let's go ahead and try and find a Bactrian camel that we can bring in. We need a female, so that's good. Let's go with longevity's really low there. I'd rather go with 2 middling genes than 1 really poor gene, I think. Now let's adopt you. We'll take you to quarantine first, of course. Thankfully, it's right up here, so it won't take very long to go from trade to quarantine to enclosure. And yeah, I don't know what's going on here. They're all of the animals that are typically in hotter places. Now these guys, I mean, we've got water pipes everywhere, but if they can't reach them, like how many more water pipes am I supposed to put down? You're just thirsty though. You're not like severely dehydrated. Our elephants are not going to where they need to go to drink. Look at the hydration. I don't want to lose Odvik. Like this is okay. Okay. Folks, here's what we're going to do. We're going to stay paused. We're going to dive into a time lapse, get some work done over here, get as much work done over here as we can. When we're done, we're not going to unpause. We're going to hope that it gets... I can only assume this is an issue with the latest update, because none of this was a problem before today. So we're going to hope that it gets patched between today's session and the next session. I'm really bummed out about the loss of Viraj. I apologize about that, but man, that should not have happened. That really should not have happened. Okay, well, hey, it's time lapse time, so let's get down to business. All right, folks, this is a very satisfying time lapse. I think a good way to get our minds off of what just happened. So this is. Well, the first thing we do is a suggestion that I received many episodes ago. I think when we first began the East Asia section, it was suggested to me the episode after, and it's been at the top of mind ever since, and it was brought up again recently, of course, as we started working on the East Asia section. We are, in fact, yes, going to make this train approach the Great Wall of China, or at least a reference, obviously, to the Great Wall of China. It's not the actual Great Wall of China. But yeah, so using some of those wall pieces and all the parts are there, using those pieces to just build an individual wall section and then replicating it and just duplicating it along the track. I think it makes for a very interesting... I think it makes for a very interesting journey on that train. At a couple points, you do get really close to the edge of the wall, which I think gives a really nice kind of view over the edge. Maybe creates a little bit of, or causes a little bit of vertigo, perhaps. But thought it'd be it was definitely something that I wanted to include. Now, unfortunately, the right kind of windows and stuff aren't really available, like the little slit windows and stuff. I imagine the devs didn't really think anybody would want to accurately recreate the Great Wall of China, but fair enough. I do decide to obviously not take it all the way down. I don't take it to either end of the track, because then we've got all the sloping and stuff going on, and then we have the issue of being outside of the East Asia section. So I do actually build some towers to cap them off as well, and that's exactly what I'm working on right now over here, getting the getting one cap done, and then actually struggling a bit with that, as you can see, because the arches aren't the same width as the base is, and I'm not sure why that's the case, but hey, it is the case. It's fine. We'll work around it and we'll make do. And then we're going to duplicate this and put it at a couple of spots along this wall. It's sort of like, I mean, there are watchtowers along the Great Wall, and it's just a reference to that. I wouldn't mind making a bigger like guardhouse type thing or something, or oh, in hindsight, I guess I could make some stairs up to it. Though I feel like that's just kind of overdoing it a little bit. Something to think about. Like, do I add stairs along the side of it so that it looks like you can actually climb on to the the wall over here. Now, one thing I obviously don't want is I don't want people actually climbing up here, because there's a low-speed train. I can't call it a high-speed train, but there is a train on these tracks, so I want to make sure no kid decides to venture and climb up there. But yeah, that's our Great Wall. Pretty happy with it. Looks quite nice. The curve actually worked better than I expected it to, so pretty happy with that. Now it comes time to upgrade our giant panda defense network over here. Again, playing up from that rivalry story that many of y'all seem to enjoy, so that's always good to see when an idea lands like that. And just building some towers for our giant pandas as well. And while the red pandas have more... here's my thinking. The red pandas have like superior structures, right? Like they've got a watchtower that's made of stone and whatnot, whereas the giant pandas is a lot more hastily put together using wood. And that's because the red pandas have been pandas for longer, and so the red pandas have had chances to, you know, develop their defenses and their trebuchet. These are the things I think of when I'm doing a time lapse in complete silence, so bear with me. Gonna let that hang for a second. But yeah, so hence the difference. It's ultimately just an excuse to make things look different on either side. Also, you can see across the little lake, or whatever you want to call it, in the middle there, I've got those little, you know, posts that you're expected to like balance on, but also like run across, because that's what pandas do in their spare time, is run across little posts. And I also decided to formalize the rivalry over here. I'm going to need a name for the game. So we're gonna have a name for the, you know, central structure. I've got some suggestions for that. We're of course gonna have names for our enclosures, the giant panda and for the red panda. But what about the game that people play when they come through and they drop their donations in either bin? What is that called? For that, of course, as always, or I think it's almost always when it comes to naming, for that, I turn to you after putting far too much effort into trying to build a question mark out of these pieces. I don't know why. I was like, this will be enough time for me to say what I'm thinking. It turned out to be more than enough time. Apart from that, of course, wanted to get some toys in, and some different toys for the two towers, and hopefully we'll see the giant pandas actually climb up there. It'll give significantly better views for our guests as well, I think. And then just capping off the building itself. Again, we have a little bit of an issue with asymmetry, but I'm going to let that slide. I'm sure I could come up with some explanation for it. Like, yeah, the red pandas claimed that they were building it and they had it perfect, and it's the giant pandas that messed it up. The giant pandas claim that no, it's the red pandas that messed it up. Good old-fashioned rivalries. Am I right? But yeah, that aside, we also cap off these stores on the inside. I'm overall really happy with how this looks. I'm a little bummed out about that asymmetry and the fact that it's not perfect, but I mean, again, compared to... Like, I feel like this was one of the first times, this was among the first times that I built the, or made something complex using the architectural system. Now, with that said, I will say, folks, in case you missed it when I mentioned it earlier, if you're interested in seeing the South America DLC stuff, I did do a separate video for that, and I'll link to that in the pinned comment down below in case YouTube didn't send a notification out or what have you, or you're not in our Discord, you don't check out the announcement channel in there. But I'll link that down below. And the reason why I did a separate video is because I wanted to make sure that we didn't get distracted by that DLC and pull away from our plans and ultimately go bankrupt again, because that's what happened with the polar bears, right? The DLC came out, I was like, oh, I want to do DLC stuff. And the polar bear mafia came through and took all our money. So I wanted to avoid that with the South America DLC. And basically the video is like 3 time lapses stitched together, and then we look at all the animals. So we build enclosures for them all. We look at all the animals. I'll look at all their stats and their information and everything. So it's a pretty fun one. I had a fun time making it. It was time consuming, but it was definitely fun. Anyway, as I say that, you can see over here I'm setting up the lighting because I realized that I did not put any lights down in the area. So I add a couple lanterns here and there. We added some lights to the watchtowers as well. That should hopefully make the animals a bit more visible. And we're also adding some lights over here to make sure that guests are able to have a better walk through this area. Adding some lights over here as well, of course. I need to see how much lighting those little posts actually give out, but I didn't want to do the little time swap because the game will crash almost guaranteed when that happens, and I didn't quite want to deal with that right now. But yeah, feeling really good about how this is all looking, but of course there is still one last step. I believe this is the last step we take, which is to add a bit more vegetation. I do have some questions that I'm going to pose to you guys about the vegetation after I place it all down, but personally, I'm quite happy with how it ends up after this time lapse. We have a couple of experiences building, a couple of reveal experiences, like where you can sneak a peek at the structure, some good photo opportunities, if you will, if you come in with a fancy lens. I'm pretty happy with it. But folks, this is basically the time lapse all wrapped up. I hope you enjoyed this one. I hope you like the end result. If you do or don't, let me know down below, of course. But that's the time lapse. All right, folks, we are back from the time lapse, and I'm pretty happy with how that went, actually. Take a look at this view. Just another one of those kind of, postcard moments, I suppose, similar to what we saw with Nanook Nook when we were looking out from the nook of Nanook Nook to the Aurora Borealis, Aurora Borealis, sorry. But yeah, I really like this. Quite serene. I like the colors. I like the way it stands out. But beyond that, obviously, I like the overall impact of the changes we made. I think it's nice to see the pandas, get a little bit more attention. They have their little, training ground over here. Because, giant pandas are nimble and capable. And they'll hop across the lake over here. Got to make the last jump extra difficult. A little bit of extra height on that one. Do a little bit of balancing act on there on one foot, because that's what pandas do before they they charge up to defend their home against the red panda invaders. I mean, I would say that the red pandas, if anything, are the defenders. To be fair, yeah, you know what? Well, yeah, that's got to be the story, right? The red pandas are defending their title originally as the panda before the giant panda became the panda. I don't know. What team are you on? What team are you on? And again, I'm sure I mentioned this during the time lapse, but we need a name for this game as well, of course, right? For all the visitors to know what they're participating in as they bet between donations. But yeah, I'm curious. Y'all let me know. Team Panda or Team Panda? Team Panda or Team Giant Panda? Oof. Giant panda versus red panda, let me know. But yeah, I'm really happy with how this has come together. The asymmetry of our construct over here is grating me, but I'm not going to go in and rebuild this entire thing, because I just don't know. I mean, I'm going to take the lessons I learned, obviously, and move on from it when we, do new constructs and stuff. But like, I don't know where I cacked up with this one, but it happened somewhere, and I think that's we're paying the. Well, I think this is the last time we're paying the price for it. Now, overall, I'm pretty happy with this experience, despite the lack of symmetry. I really like the overall layout. I like the feel. Okay, no. See, the more gaps there are, the more obvious the asymmetry becomes, and that's just not gonna fly. Like, every time I glance here, I can't be reminded of it, because I will I'll lose my mind. I'm sure some of y'all will as well. Join me in this neuroticism, in this desire for near perfection whenever possible. And let's go ahead and put a wall piece down over here. There we go, like so, to line things up nicely. Yes. There's one. And one on this side, of course. That's good height, sorry. Good size. Can I fit it? No, I have to put it down separately. That's fine, it's not the end of the world. There we go. Just got to find that perfect lineup again. Don't want to get you too high. There we go. That's the height. And that looks about... Well, the problem, though, is that it encroaches into the shop, I just realized. Yeah, it bumps into the shop. Okay, so how do we go about this? Let's see. Yeah, I wish you could just rotate those. I could put some columns down, but that obviously won't cover everything up. Let's see. It's got to be a way. Wish I'd realized this was happening before I ended the time lapse. We could obviously do this as well. Make it look like they're connected somewhere in the middle. Yeah, that works. Let's do that. There we go. There we go. A little like, there's like an extra office back there. Sure. All right, cool. So that's all that done. Now, I would, as much as I'd love to hit play and see things progress and see how the animals interact with their spaces and all, I was really looking forward to seeing the giant panda interact with the red panda interact with its play area, but unfortunately, it seems like that's not going to happen. In fact, where are our red pandas? One's drinking. That's good. That's good. Where's the other one? Where are you, buddy? Where are you? I really want them up here. I could move one up there. I could teleport one up there, but the joy of teleporting them to where I want to be is not the same as them naturally happening upon it. Ooh. Crowding issue. Hang on now. Not enough navigable, climbable area. Really? Wasn't this fine the last time I checked? Oh, I see what's gone on. I think the tree is probably blocking that. And as a result of that, we're probably seeing some issues. Yeah, we are. Okay, so the tree, let's move the tree over. Over to here, perhaps? Oh, I see where you were. Hiding in the trees. Maybe using the tree. Can't quite tell. Might be at the edge there. But that should hopefully allow them to use this tree to still climb up over here and then maybe actually interact with some of these items a bit more. Unfortunately, I won't be able to check unless I unpause, and I'm not about to unpause right now. I am glad to see, though, that they are able to use the ropes again. I mentioned that before. I'm glad to see that that's something that's been adjusted. It'll be exciting to see them playing when the time comes, but it's also exciting presently to see guests. Travis, listen, you're not supposed to be on that side of the fence. I really need the loo this month. Usually using the loo once a month is a good idea. Do we not have a washroom here? I thought we put a washroom down somewhere here. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'm mistaken. Seems I am mistaken. Well, in that case, what about putting the toilet in here? It won't fit. It'll be obstructed. That's unfortunate. Yeah, and obviously the floor and stuff, the ground and whatnot is there as well. We do need to get some washrooms down, though. I could put one down here. The most zen place to relieve yourself. Oh, in the gazebo, because guests aren't going to use the gazebo otherwise. Okay, you know what? Let's do it. Do our lock there. Sure, let's do it. Not a bad place to go. Not a bad place to go. Now, hopefully, if Buddy needs to use the washroom, he'll go over there. It's not, I mean, it's not close, but it's not too far away. If he's been journeying for a month without using the washroom, I'm sure he can make this trek over. But yeah, pretty happy with how things have turned out overall. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. As always, I take a look at your feedback to get a better idea of what y'all like, what you don't like. I might need to add some more greenery over here. I'm a little torn, right? On the one hand, I could add some more trees here, but on the other hand, if I add more trees, then when you ride by on the train, you wouldn't be able to see anything, right? Because when you get over to here, the trees block everything, and I'm fine with that because it makes a bit of a mysterious feel, and the reveal as you... Oh, look at that. Look at that as you come around the bend over here. That's nice. Mountains in the back. Good color variations. And off in the distance. This really makes me want to go back to Japan. I went there 2013, I want to say. Maybe 2014. I want to go back so bad. And actually working on this makes me think of that. And I cannot wait to work on the Japanese macaque. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but I can't wait to work on that one. That'll, of course, be a part of our East Asia expansions. But yeah, this opening over here so you can actually take a look at the thing is nice. The alternative solution, of course, is to do something like this where we duplicate these, but, lower them a little bit. So you kind of like, I don't know, you still can't really see anything. I don't know. I'm curious what y'all think. Do I leave it a clearing or do I cover it up? But pretty happy with how this area is looking. Obviously, we're not done with the animals either. We have to get the pangolin in. I'm thinking either over here. I think they only need so little space, so they could actually fit over here. They could fit over here. They could fit over here, or they could fit along this entire side. I'm curious what y'all think we should do. I'm wondering myself as well what I want to do. And by the way, just a heads up, when you give name suggestions for this, make sure to include our poor pangolin friends. I've seen so many that are panda specific for this palace, but I've seen a couple that are a bit more open-ended. Let's not forget our pangolin friends. They need to be included as well. But of course, the rivalry story is a matter of pandas. That is a matter of pandas. And hopefully, it'll attract enough people up here to start causing sheer pandemonium, because otherwise, I'm going to be really sad if, despite our efforts, we don't see any new any guests coming around here. Sorry, I just wanted to get this view again. Oh, I don't remember my exact camera angle. Like something like this. Just barely see the pandas in there. I quite like it. I quite like it. Anyways, folks, this is where I'm going to call it a session, unfortunately. Despite people coming through and me taking a quick peek over here just to see if we're making some money. So far, the red panda... Hey, we actually have a competition going. I was expecting 0 for the giant panda because people haven't been here in a while, but 240 versus 20. All right, all right. Now, it's got to be specific to these bins, right? It can't be for every other bin, because that's unfair, because the giant pandas have more spots for bins, right? So they'd have more spots to have money collected. I don't know. I think it's got to be between these two bins. Anyway, sorry. On that note, though, hopefully exciting times for the East Asia section. Next time, I think I'll be diving into our next Arctic animal. I don't know if it's going to be the reindeer or the doll sheep, but one of our Arctic animals to hopefully get people checking out the polar bears as well. And then we'll come back to East Asia, get the pangolin, back to the Arctic. So we'll do that little back and forth dance. I think that's the best way to do it. Folks, as the sun is setting and or rising, whichever it might be, as the sun casts this beautiful, you know, these beautiful long shadows across our zoo, let's call it a session over here and hope that between this session and the next session, this whole thirsting thing gets solved, because I would really like to continue recording without any issues. Orangutan, Jay Chandra, I'm assuming, was thirsty. That's hurt our score a little bit, but it's okay, it's okay. We'll bounce back. We have to remember to get a new rhino. But I want to make sure that thirst is not an issue the next time I play. We almost lost a Bengal tiger today. That would have just devastated me. I'm already devastated at the loss of Viraj, our rhino. But what we'll do is, if it's not fixed by the next session, I might just do a time-lapse session. So it'll be a little bit on the shorter side, but we'll still have some Planet Zoo progress and action. I hope you all enjoyed this session despite our hardships. I hope you... had a good time. As always, let me know with a like and a comment down below how you feel. With that said, a massive thanks goes out to all of my channel members and patrons for supporting the channel on a monthly basis. You keep us alive and running smoothly. And a big old thanks goes out to each and every one of you for watching. Until next time, cheers.